Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Raha, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. It's the brother Izar, you with the Pittsburgh GMS camp, coming at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Raha, Kodash. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. I was watching the Dallas brothers, the elders, Elder Yashawamba, Elder Ariala, and the other brothers that was with them, Brother Yuan and other brothers. And they spoke on something through the spirit that sparked a lesson. Okay, it's usually how it happens. You listen to brothers and then speak on something and it sparks something through the spirit in you, in your brain, you know. And basically, they spoke about the God of this world. And I want to do a lesson basically entitled, okay, who is the God of this world, right? So that's what this lesson is. So I'm just going to go through a few precepts I have lined up. Lord willing, it'll be quick, to the point, and edifying. To the elect, so like you. 2 Corinthians 4:3, this is what they read. It says, but if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, in whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Hamashiach, who is the image of the Most High, should shine unto them. Right. So the God of this world have blinded the minds of the people, okay, who believe not, who don't believe the Most High. All right. See, so who is the God of this world? Let's let the scriptures answer this question. Okay. Now, there are things through the scriptures that have to be spiritually discerned. All right. So if you don't understand at the end of this, all right, it's because you lack the spiritual discernment. All right. You know, and that's not me boasting of like I'm just some genius or anything. But let's get this scripture, right? You know, because it ain't about me, it's about the Lord. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, who the world ignorantly calls God and Jesus Christ. It's about them and the understanding that they give unto the men who they have chosen. Okay? And who have been called into this truth. 1 Corinthians 2:14 says, but the natural man, matter of fact, let's see above this. All right, 1 Corinthians 2:12 says, now we have received, it's a little more than that. Let's go up. 1 Corinthians 2:10, right? Oh man, it's a lot on here, man. Man, it's a lot on here. Oops. Start at verse 1. And I, brethren, when I came to you, came not with excellency of speech or of wisdom, declaring unto you the testimony of the Most High. For I determined not to know anything among you save Yahweh Shai HaMashiach and him crucified. And I was with you in weakness and in fear and in much trembling. My speech and my preaching was not with enticing words of man's wisdom, but in demonstration of the Spirit and of power, that your faith should not stand in the wisdom of men, but in the power of the Most High. Right? See, we don't, you know, now, brothers, sometimes we like to go into certain things that sound this way and sound all intelligent and stuff and all that, but it really ain't, you know, it really ain't about us. You know, the Lord have a spirit on me sometimes to say something funny, but I'm not on here trying to be, you know, the next top comedian. I don't give a fuck about that. The Lord, you know, the Lord has me the way he got me for whatever reason, and I just pray I stay into this faith to the end. That's all I can do. Okay, I just happen to make funny joke, whatever. All right, it don't matter. It's about the demonstration of the spirit and of power. It's about edification of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. It says that your faith should not stand in the wisdom of men, but in the power of the Most High. Howbeit we speak wisdom among them that are perfect, yet not the wisdom of this world, nor of the princes of this world that come to naught. Right. So we speak the wisdom of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah among them who can receive it. If you ain't blinded by the God of this world, see, the things of the wisdom of this world are enticing to those who have been blinded by the God of this world, who believe in, you know, the bullshit, Big Bang Theory, whatever, you know, evolution. Fuck all that, man. This is about, you know, excuse my language, but it ain't about that, okay? Verse 7, it says, but we speak the wisdom of the Most High in a mystery, even the hidden wisdom, which the Most High ordained before the world unto our glory. So we speak the mysteries. These things are a mystery. All right. So going back to that faith aspect. Okay. If the God of this world have blinded you, then you won't be able to receive the things of the spirit and of faith. It says, which none of the princes of this world knew. For had they known it, they would not have crucified the Lord of glory. But as it is written, I have not seen nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which the Most High hath prepared for them that love him. But the Most High hath revealed them unto us by his Spirit. For the Spirit searcheth all things, yea, the deep things of the Most High. So I'm getting more to the meat. For what man knoweth, which all that was meat. I'm just saying of the point I was trying to get to. Okay. For what man knoweth the things of a man, save the spirit of man, which is in him? Even so, the things of the Most High knoweth no man, but the Spirit of the Most High. Now we have received not the spirit of the world, but the Spirit which is of the Most High, that we might know the things that are freely given to us of the Most High, which things also we speak, not in the words which man's wisdom teacheth, but which the Holy Spirit teacheth, comparing spiritual things with spiritual. Right, because there's different analogies and spiritual things that you can use to explain other spiritual things, and they edify. Okay, it says, but the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him. Yeah, things like faith, things like, when the scriptures say, seek not vengeance, unto yourself. There's certain topics, things that can be kind of hard. If you live by the sword, you're gonna die by the sword. There's certain things where it's kind of hard for people to see. Okay, talks about the Gentiles and what they seek. They seek constantly off of money and different things like that. But we know very well that Yahweh Shem Yahushua can take care of us. Okay, when the time comes where we can't make money, then the Lord fully knows well how to take care of us. All right, He did it with Daniel in the lion's den. He shown it over and over again. Okay, continuing on, it says, but the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High. They are foolishness unto him, neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. So if you ain't got the Spirit, then the God of this world have blinded you, right? So then let's go back, to it. All right, going back here, right? Yeah, yep. In whom the God of 2 Corinthians 4:4, it says, if our gospel be hidden, as verse 3 says, if our gospel be hidden, it is hid to them that are lost. Verse 4, in whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Hamashiach, which that's how you say Christ in the Hebrew, Hamashiach, which means anointed. Both of these words mean anointed. Christ and Hamashiach mean anointed. Okay, who is the image of the Most High, should shine on them. Okay, right. So there are certain people who are blinded by the ruler of this world. All right, who have taught them philosophies that are adverse to what the scriptures teach. So let's understand who the God of this world is. Luke 4:6 says. Now, this is the first level. The spiritual demon Satan, all right, for all intents and purposes, is the God of this worldly thing. Okay, and he says so himself. Okay, this is when Yahweh was tempted. Okay, Luke 4:6 says, and the devil said unto him, all this power will I give thee. As a matter of fact, let's go right here. Luke 4:5, and the devil taking him up into an high mountain showed unto him all the kingdoms of the world in a moment of time. All right, and the devil said unto him, all this power will I give thee, and the glory of them, for that is delivered unto me. And whosoever I will, I give it. If thou therefore wilt worship me, all shall be thine. Yahweh answered and said unto him, get thee behind me, Satan, for it is written, thou shalt worship the Lord thy power, and him only shalt thou serve. So the devil just said something heavy there. He said, look, I can give all these kingdoms unto you because it's delivered unto me. Now, who delivered this unto him? The Most High Yahweh delivered unto the spiritual demon Satan the power to give the riches of this earth unto whoever he want to give them to. And he offered them to our Lord Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai said, I don't need that. I'm cool. All right. So this is setting the groundwork. Some of the key, one of the key identifiers of somebody who's working for Satan is that they have a lot of money. Okay, they're rich. They're in the highest esteem. So let's read this next one, right? Ephesians 6:12 says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. okay, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. All right, so sometimes things happen and you think, okay, this is all about flesh and blood, but you got to understand these elites, they actually deal with spirits, okay, left-handed spirits, right? I forget where exactly I saw it, but I'm gonna see if I can Google something real quick. Let me open a new tab and bring it right here. I'm gonna type in LHC and demons, right? CERN has constantly denied that they are searching for spirits or demons, but what Cox reveals is that they have sought for the paranormal, whether it be intentionally or accidentally. Thanks to the LHC, scientists understand the behavior and interaction of elementary particles, how the world is composed of particles. Now, CERN and the Large Hadron Collider, okay, which is a particle accelerator, which I believe this is a picture outside of one of these buildings. All right, this is a picture that they have outside of one of the the Shiva statue at CERN. Okay, which that's a demon. Okay, Shiva is a demon. All right, and you have these different things. All right, CERN has detected spirits. They are called demons, and previously Christian Journal, blah blah blah. So anyway, just something that I ran into where they was having strange things was happening at these different CERN situations that they had going on, man. Right? I'm not gonna get too deep into it, okay, because I wasn't really prepared to go into this. But as you see, Large Hadron Collider, smashing blah blah blah, whatever. All right, so basically, that's what you have. Angels and demons. So why is this coming up? Angels and demons.web.cern smashing. Why is this called Angels and Demons? The science behind the story. CERN accelerating science. What is antimatter? Is it real? What is CERN? Learn about CERN. Illuminati. When Langdon finds evidence that the Illuminati have stolen antimatter from a secret laboratory at CERN, which they plan to use as a devastating weapon to destroy the Vatican, he and CERN scientists Vittoria Vetra begin a race against time to recover the antimatter. What is antimatter? Is it real? Is it dangerous? What is CERN? And it's interesting that this movie that they put out about CERN is called Angels and Demons. Okay, Angels and Demons. All right, because that's really what you're dealing with. Okay, these people is like conjuring up demons. All right, when they're doing these ghosts and the paranormal don't exist because CERN and the LHC would have discovered them by now. So anyway, nevertheless, man, these demons is these people have left-handed practices that they do. Okay, whenever you do a master, you have people that came out and gave these testimonies. Whenever you do music, they take the master up into a high-level witch coven and they pray over these things and they put spirits and curses on them. I mean, there's different products out like that product. I seen it today on sale, man. I went to go get some water, and I seen that product, Liquid Death, and I remember that commercial where she was basically praying that a demon would reside inside of every can of Liquid Death. It was like a Halloween thing they had going, which they probably do that at all times, man. So just go back to this scripture. Ephesians 6:12 says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." So why do you think that these people are in high places? Well, because they're worshiping Satan, man. Right? They're worshiping Satan, and a lot of stuff that happens, they use demons to do certain things, man. They put spirits on these individuals and they bug them out, then they release them out to the populace to do certain psyops and things to distract you, or they do different rituals out in the public where you be looking at it like, is this real? Is this fake? Okay, but A lot of times, man, through the Spirit, I feel like they be putting these spirits on these people, bugging their minds out, and then they go out and they do crazy stuff. Like how that dude went out and shot up that school, man. I feel like that dude had spirits on him. Of course, we know he had spirits on him. But I feel like he was probably what I want to say. He was probably the result of one of E's psyops, man. Where he'll take an individual. It's like a sleeper cell, you know. Like I spoke about this before. They got that movie Universal Soldier, I believe that's what it's called. Go back to it. And I mean, you know, this was supposed to be quick, but here I go. All right, Universal Soldier. Type in plot summary. All right. The film tells the story of Luke Devereaux, former U.S. Army soldier who was killed in the Vietnam War, secret military project. If I remember the story correctly, there was a point in time in the story. Yep. Summaries. John looks to take down Luke Devereaux after a home invasion claimed his wife and daughter. The fight pits John against Andrew Scott and an army of genetically enhanced warriors. Meanwhile, he must contend with Unisoul in a relentless pursuit. John awakens from a coma to discover his wife and daughter were slaughtered in a brutal home invasion. Right. See? Right. So basically they had tricked his mind. All right. If you watch the movie, the first one, not that one, but if you watch the first Universal Soldier, okay, if I'm not mistaken, it was the first one. He I don't know if it was in 1992, Jean-Claude Van Damme, but basically in that movie he had found out I think they was brainwashing. I know there was another movie too where they did it. They had brainwashed a dude into killing a bunch of people. Damn, I can't remember. But anyway, I don't want to dwell on it too long. But it was a recent movie, man. They had brainwashed a dude into killing a bunch of folks. But really, none of them, they was just programming his mind to believe that those people was enemies. Those people wasn't enemies. They kept making it look like them people had killed his wife. But none of those people had really killed his wife. But the point I'm making is, he knows how to mess with people's minds, man, and then he'll let them loose to go do something. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, that dude that shot up that school, he actually got killed, okay? Unlike some of the other things that happened, he actually got shot up. So I believe that it was something else going on with that particular situation. You know, it just seems it's real fishy, man. But anyway, so like it, let's continue on back to it. Okay, God of this world. Who's the God of this world? All right. So we read this, right? Wrestle not against flesh and blood, right? So let's continue. 2 Thessalonians 2:3 says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High, that is worshipped, so that he as the Most High sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. All right? All right, and there's another one too. Let me see, let me make sure. Boom. Oh yeah, it goes further down. All right. I'll keep reading. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things. And now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. Right? So it wasn't time necessarily back then for Esau to be revealed for who he really is. It says, for the mystery of iniquity that have already worked. And he who not letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. So at the time, this devil, okay, Esau, Edom, okay, the nation of people whose coming is after the working of Satan, who do the bidding of Satan in order to receive their power, all right, they were put forth on this earth to deceive, man, to deceive. That's what they do. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Right? He's being consumed with this truth that's coming out against his ass, man. Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is the he's the God of his world, man. He whose coming is after the working of Satan. Right? Verse 9, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivable of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth that they might be saved. With all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish. Okay, this is who the God of this world is talking. This goes hand in hand with the God of this world. Verse 11, and for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion, that they shall believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness. Right, see? So this goes hand in hand with that, in whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not. That's the glory, this light of the gospel of Mashiach, who is the image of the Most High, shall shine unto him. That's 2 Corinthians 4:4. See, so he's explaining it to you further here in 2 Thessalonians, that there's someone whose workings will be, they're going to be doing the bidding of Satan on the earth with all these powers and signs and lying wonders. And there's many different things that these people, these devils who rule the world, are putting forth, okay, that are deceiving the minds of the people. His technology, the way he can manipulate your brain, the way he can affect your body with his different medicines and witchcraft and all these different things are making people think that he is the Most High. They're making people think that he's God. All right, to the point where people are willing to follow science, all right, rather than the truth, which is in the scriptures. Okay, you see, hopefully I explained that properly through the spirit of Yahweh. Isaiah 29:15 says, "Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from Yahweh, and their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us?" And that's what this devil does, man. Okay, he has secret works that he does. Surely your turning of things upside down, Salakia, shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding? And that's exactly what this devil does. Okay, so let's explain this a little bit. Hopefully you can, get it through the spirit. I know a lot of you will. Some of you won't. Right? But it's all through the spirit. And this is just going back to that spiritually discerning. Okay? Who has turned everything upside down? Who has taken the creation of the Lord, which the brothers was going into this? Who's taken the wonderful and fearfully made creation of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, which is us, these human beings? Okay, everything in this world proves to you that there's intelligent design. Who has taken that and said it was a random occurrence? Who has taken that and taken the credit away from the one who made the world? That's essentially what you're doing by saying that there's no God. You're saying no, there was no understanding, and there's no way that there could have been a Most High. No, this all happened by accident, and that's what they're saying with the world. Okay. See, surely the turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. And how many people feel like science is king over the understanding of the Most High? There's a lot of people who feel that way. When it talks about the potter's clay, the potter is the one who has control over the forming of the clay to do with it so whatsoever he will. All right. But what? You got these people that look at the people who put out this information, which are primarily Edomites, so-called white people. They look at the information that's put out and taught by Esau's learning system, which, man, there's a lot of aspects we can go into, man, how, the way that we learn things were changed during the time of Rockefeller, all right, where he he spearheaded different financial campaigns, or he financed different learning facilities and standardized teachings rather than homeschool, and he demonized a lot of naturalistic healing, and just all these different things happened gradually where he hired people to change the way that history was taught and to teach what he wanted them to teach. There was a lot of things that happened gradually, and he was an Edomite. He was a so-called white man, okay? And they shaped the way we learn today. All right? And in these systems you learn these things, and it's esteemed as the absolute knowledge. It's esteemed as the absolute truth by a lot of people. Okay, folly is set in great dignity. People think that the Big Bang is real. People think that evolution is real, and they deny the Most High. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? And that's what they say. There was the Big Bang. Did nobody make us? There ain't no intelligent design. There is no God. That's what they're saying. He made me not. For shall the things framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding? Or if they do say, if there was a God, they say, well, he should have made me. If you're a man, he should have made me a woman. And if you're a woman, he should have made me a man. All of this stuff is being pushed by the powers that be, man, which are so-called Edomites, man. All right, small hats. Okay, them people that wear them small hats over there. All right. Isaiah 14:12 says, "How art thou fallen from heaven? How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations?" Okay? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. Now, people look at this and say, man, this is talking about the spiritual demon Satan. No, it's not. The first one we just read, or the one we read in Luke, was it Luke? He said that the kingdoms was delivered unto him. Who gave him them kingdoms? The Heavenly Father gave him those kingdoms, man. They were given to him to give to whoever he wanted to give it to, showing you that he ain't take nothing. Okay. All right. So this ain't talking about the spiritual demon Satan, but we'll see that as we continue to read. It says, "For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit." Now, a lot of people like to use this to say, well, Satan's down underground in hell. This is not talking about spiritual demon Satan, and we'll see that with the next line. 16 says, "They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, Is this the man that made the earth to tremble? The man that did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners? All the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, everyone in his own house." So why are we talking about kings and nations and men and stuff? Because this is talking about a man or a group of men. "But thou art cast out of thy grave." So Satan got a grave now? "Thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with the sword, that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under feet." Right. He's brought down low. He's caught. He's tossed aside. If somebody is killed with their garments on and they get stabbed and blood gets all on them clothes, you're not gonna bury them in bloody clothes. You're gonna throw them clothes away to a pit or burn them or something. So that's how he's gonna be treated. "Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned." Oh wow, why are we talking about seed? Why are we talking about his own people? Do Satan got people? I thought Satan had angels. Do Satan got land? I thought he was underground. I thought he was an angel. This is talking about a group of people, a man. Okay? Now he's known as the king of Babylon as you read upward. But spiritually, this is talking about Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Rulers of America, Babylon the Great, and other places, man. Out there in Israel, whatever, them people, man. The DuPonts, Gettys, all these, Rockefellers, the Cullens. Okay? If you don't know, then you don't know. Can't say nothing because you don't know. All right, verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers. Wait a minute. We ain't talking about a spiritual demon at this point. Do angels have kids? We know they don't. The scriptures say, neither do they marry, or nor are they given in marriage. Prepare slaughter for the children of his. And I think that's relevant. Okay, let's get it. Type it in. All right. But when they shall rise from the dead, they neither marry nor are given in marriage, but are as the angels which are in heaven. All right. So angels floating around don't marry. All right. So there ain't no way that Satan could have kids. So this ain't talking about the spiritual demon Satan. All right. Let's continue. Verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. Salaki, I don't know if I said where that last location was, so I'll say it again. Mark 12 and 25. Yeah, no, I don't think I said it. Mark 12 and 25. Okay? Isaiah 14 and 22. I will rise up against them, saith Yahweh of hosts, cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son. It says, I will rise up against them, talking about a nation of people. You see, first we started off talking about the king of Babylon. Now we're talking about a nation of people. Okay, and we know that there's a place called Babylon the Great, Mystery Babylon, the mother of abomination of harlots and the abominations of the earth. All right, which is America, Babylon the Great. Okay, that's what that is. All right, so I will also make it a possession. I'll continue. For I will rise up against them, saith Yahweh of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith the Lord. Also make it a possession for the bittern, pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, saith Yahweh of hosts. You see? So this Babylon that's speaking of is slated to be a land where no man's ever going to dwell again. And we understand that ancient Babylon is modern day Iran. I believe it's modern day Iran or Iraq. Now, just to prove all things, let's just look at, let's see, modern day Babylon. Babylon is in the modern day region, Mesopotamia, blah blah blah, which I know is called like Iran now or something. There's Baghdad. Babylon is city. And it says nearby there's coffee shops and restaurants. And let's see. Let me see if there is any restaurants. So here's Babylon. Here up the street you got whatever that is in Arabic. You got a cafe. You got this. You got that. You know what I'm saying? You got attractions. What's this? A picture? You know what I'm saying? You got all these different pictures and things. So nevertheless, the scriptures say that Babylon's the great. Now Babylon's not going to be inhabited no more. So this is another spiritual thing that you must understand. It's not talking about that area of Babylon. It's talking about Babylon, the great mystery Babylon. Okay? There's a thing as called a daughter of the daughter of Babylon. Okay? So you must understand that as well. But anyway, lesson's going on pretty long. Hopefully you were edified about who the God of this world is, okay? There's a nation of people upon this earth, all right? Particular nation of people who are considered as the gods of this earth, the know-all, understanding all, and their understanding, which is pseudoscience, is set up as being the top understanding on the earth. Surely their turning of things upside down has been esteemed as the potter's clay. All right, women are put up above men. There's different disorders and just different things, man. You got women, women managers above me. I got a woman supervisor right now, And that's not orderly. The Lord doesn't deal with that. Okay? But as the scriptures say, and this place is also known as Egypt. This just proven to you that the Most High speaks in code. Right? Spiritual things. A natural man cannot receive the things of the Most High, for they are spiritually discerned. All right? With this being Egypt. Okay? This is Sodom and Egypt and Babylon and all these different things wrapped into one. Okay? And who is the who's considered the daughter of Babylon? Psalms 138 and 5. If I forget, actually, verse 7 says, "Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof." It says, "O daughter of Babylon, who are to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us." Right. And then of course there's some more on that. Happy shall he be that taketh and dash thy little ones against the stone. But it's equating Edom with the daughter of Babylon. You see? So when you talk about Babylon, in some cases where it's spiritually understood, it's speaking about the place where Esau, Edom, so-called white man, lives and resides. His epicenter. Right now, a big major epicenter for Esau, Edom, so-called white man is America. All right? And Israel. So that's it. I'm not going to drag it on too long. Call halal and lie, Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Bashim, Rakhan HaKodash. Double honor to the apostle, that was a great millstone, peace, blessing, salutation to the whole. Then I want to say shalom, shalom.